Getting approval from your wife for any financial decisions is beta.
Did you not just hear what I said?
So yeah, but that's
I would put it in that scenario. I wouldn't say
Right.
any financial decisions.
Right.
Okay, well,
But-
okay, let's say this. Let's say there is money on the line. I will say with money on the line, you can get a product worth 20 to 30 grand for 98% off, and you got to talk to your freaking wife about it, and it increases the value of your home? What kind of shit is that? Come on, man.
I want to know where
you got to be a man. Be a man.
I would ask if you said that to me and I had my wife over there.
Why wouldn't
right?
I'm going to be a respectable
Is
salesperson.
that your sales pitch?
I'm just telling you what's in my head. Like if you got, I got to talk to my wife. What do you got to talk to her for?
Oh, no. Just let me, so you just told me that. And
Yeah.
my wife is sitting right over there.
Mhm.
I'm going to say, what's the bullshit? Where's the money at?
And-
Like, does it cost me any more out of pocket? And if so, how much?
Yeah.
And
Right? Because
okay,
nothing's
that's-
given for free.
No, listen.
Right.
And that
Right.
part's understandable.
Yeah.
And I would explain that part, which I did to some of these people. And they're like, well, I got to talk to my wife. You know, you're a freaking pansy,
Is it
man.
under 5 Gs or over 5 Gs?
Under. It depends on their situation, but usually under.
Yeah, because if it's under 5 Gs, I'd say make a
What?
decision.
But what's the most account? Is it still over 1,000? Because I would say for some people,
Let me tell you something.
$1,000 though is worth having that conversation over, depending on your situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. But the way I explain it, man, I'll just be blunt with you.
Dude, I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
tell
this is your sales pitch. Man, be a man, dude.
You
be a pussy, dude. Be a man. Get the fucking roof.
No.
Go talk to
Hey,
your wife.
I'll be honest. Like, I think you are being a pussy if you got to go talk to your freaking wife. When I'm sitting there saying, first of all, I say, it doesn't cost you anything. I do all the work. The only thing you would have to pay in my line of work, I'm just going to tell you, is a deductible. Most people's deductibles like $1,000. Sometimes it's a little more. Now, you pay $1,000, and some of the jobs I've gotten, they've gotten like $100,000 worth of work done on their house. You know, for $1,000, and you can't make that decision yourself. You know, like, come on, like, you're the man of the house. What do you have to talk to her about for? The house is going to go up in value. What the hell do you have to talk to her about for? Just say yeah. Like, there's nothing you have to do. In fact, the other part is I tell them, listen, you don't have to pay that deductible till everything's done. So that means you got months, and you got to talk to your wife about, basically, I'm like giving you 99, you know, like, let's say that it's like a $20,000. I'm giving you $20,000. You just give me $1,000 back. You got to talk to your wife about that? If I straight up gave you the money, you got to talk to your wife about that? Like, be a man. Come on. That's beta. I don't care what you say.
I will agree with what you're saying, Tad. With I'm going to put a caveat in there. And Doug, you put $1,000 is a lot of money to some people.
It is.
And
I consider $1,000 a lot of money to me, even right now.
I agree with you 100%. $1,000 is a lot of money, but I'm going to say $5,000 is like if any financial decision that I make is under $5,000 or below, I'm not usually going to consult my significant other for, because that's something that that's cash money I've got. That's my bad.
That's your own money.
That's my own money.
Right.
But now that's a line in the sand that I drew, right? And I think that $5,000 is not that much money to put away for a rainy day. If you think about it, in the course of, you could do that in a year and a half while paying bills. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, sorry, I'm going to say some more. You think $1,000 is a lot. So if I offered you, your ass, $20,000, I'll give you $20,000 right now. You just got to pay me $1,000 in like 3 months. Would you do it? It'd be like, man, damn, you know, I got to think about that. I got to talk to my wife about it.
But the thing is, you're not trading 20 cash. You're giving them a product.
I don't care what you say.
Type of asset.
If it's like $20,000 or even more, it could even be more. I'd be like, hey, this could be $20,000. All I got to do is the work. Do you really have to talk to your wife to make a decision like this, which is time constraint too, because like you only have so much time to do this. Like you have to really like sit down with your wife and say, hey man, you know, like we might be able to get this, you know, this guy's not doing anything. We don't have to pay this money back until like this amount of time, but you know, there's a chance we can make maybe 20, 30, 40, maybe $50,000 in a house. I mean, are you okay with that? Are you okay? Man, that's some bullshit. That's a beta.
What if you're
Damn.
What if in your relationship the female was in the spot and you were out at work and then she made that same decision?
You'd be fucking pissed.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would. You'd be like, you make a decision without me.
Let me. You
You
think
let some fucking random person come
no,
up here?
no,
I'd be pissed, dude.
Maybe you would, but I'm not stupid. Like, why would I be pissed? If there's a chance I can get that much money, I was like, you made the right decision. Like, if I wouldn't be pissed. I'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
But I think you would be concerned, like, okay, like, wish you would have waited
why are you
for me
trying
to
to-
talk to
no.
them. No, because you wouldn't, because you think, I feel like most men probably think women can get hustled easier
Yep,
than other men.
I agree with that.
So there would be some area of concern if she did do that without you, that you would think this guy is scamming.
Okay, so let me say this then. So you're already telling me that guy's even more beta because he can't make the decision himself because he thinks his wife's going to think he's getting scammed. So his wife has to talk to me because I might be scamming because he can't think for his own mind. He can't be a leader, a man, and make the decision himself because like, hey, you know what? I'm not smart enough for that. I'm going to have my wife check it out, even though I'm a man and I usually do more manly things. But
Maybe it's not about like getting
Yes,
approval.
it is.
Maybe it's not getting approval from his wife, but being respectful towards her and him feeling like, hey, I'm going to like, and he already knows he's going to do it and he's not even asking her for permission, but he just wants that, be like, hey, I'm going to do this to her.
The thing
like,
is,
tell her that he's going to do that.
No,
ahead of time.
he's being a beta, a straight beta. You can be like, hey, I'm going to do this. I'll deal with it when the guy comes back or whatever. You know, we can talk about this. I'm going to talk to you about this, but this is a good deal. I'm going to take advantage of this deal. You're telling me if I went to someone's house and I was like, hey, man, I got this brand new Corvette right here, you know.
Dude, quit comparing quit comparing getting a roof to a Corvette. It's not the fucking same.
No, you're right.
Okay, that's not
hey, let me just break this down. You're right, because a Corvette's usually going to go down in value. If I put a brand new roof on your house,
not the old ones.
No, most of them aren't going to go up. Some will go up, but if I put a brand new roof on your house, and I'm telling these people up front, I was like, first of all, I can't guarantee anything, but if I can get your roof, there's a good chance I can get your siding, or if there's damage on the siding or the gutters. Like, I'm just going for the roof, but I go for everything. And you're telling me you have to talk to your wife about getting all this shit done for, like, your deductible, and I can't even guarantee it, but if I can't guarantee it, and I give you months before you have to pay your deductible, and you got to talk to your wife about it? Like, I just, like, when a deal's good.
Makes you want to puke.
Yeah, like, come on, be a man. Like, really? Do you really need to talk to her?
Well, I think we all can agree the beta is low on self. I should say they want to keep the harmony, and they're low on conflict.
Yes.
And they're high on agreeableness.
Yes.
Right. So they want to be always in harmony and run from conflict, and they're very agreeable to the person that they are attached to.